Hi, my name's Matthew and I'm from Alsay, and welcome to Dalesford. Over the last 6 weeks we've been working with Hepburn Shire Council on the council plan, and we've engaged over 687 citizens from the community who have all pitched in to come up with the 10 big ideas for the council plan.
I have not yet been home tonight.
We're putting together a council plan that needs to deliver what you need over 4 years. And we're asking for your input that we will take on board and deliver the best job that we can.
And the council committed that for whatever the top 10 ideas from that online discussion were, we would come together and discuss tonight.
687 participants. That represents more than 10% of the households within Hepburn Shire. It's a process that we've put out there that is unlike any other that's happening in the state.
Hepburn Wind is Australia's first community-owned wind farm. We're 2 turbines and we generate enough power to power the town, essentially. 83% of our members surveyed last year said that they would support future energy projects in our shire.
To look at the strengths, one is that there's strong community support. Existing projects are in planning and different stages of planning, as Councillor Newitt talked about, some work around bioenergy.
The Hepburn Shire should develop a strategy and a plan for the protection of native flora and fauna and ecosystems in the Shire.
The Hepburn Shire, if funded, would be well placed to facilitate such a plan and develop innovative and adaptive approaches to the long-term enhancement of our ecosystems.
The concept of a pool up at the Ark has been on the agenda for many years, and I felt it was worthwhile putting up the question to at least get the proposal back onto the Council's agenda.
Construction of a gym and indoor aquatic facility at the Ark would likely attract increased usage of the existing facilities and in fact really make it come alive a little bit more.
I think Council's got a wonderful opportunity with bike trails and connecting all the towns within the Shire by implementing the rail trail and various walking track studies.
Currently, the walking and cycling strategy, which many know I bore people to tears with, recommends and advocates to Vic roads the sealing of shoulders on major roads to allow provision of bike lanes to the urban edge.
So my idea was a coordinated approach to creating a more family-friendly Shire, using the term connections as the driving theme. Where there are no paths, let's put them in. If there are no zebra crossings, let's paint them. In more rural areas, work with institutions, families and of course the children to identify their needs.
The early years are crucial to setting the stage for later life. Children's health, social and emotional well-being and their intellectual development are the business of early years service providers.
One of the other challenges is that we actually don't provide direct services. We fund other people to provide them, or we provide a facility, so that's another challenge for council.
I have a property which I have not been able to obtain a planning permit for a shed or a building, for a dwelling. This has devalued the land holding and the land has been valued and taxes paid as a person can build on it. The rates need to be reviewed and refunds are requested and future rates be corrected.
Clearly, comparable rates that deliver vastly different services are totally unfair.
I'd like to talk a little bit more broadly about the relevance to the whole Shire and first of all how demoralising I've witnessed it to be to a community who pay their taxes, pay their rates to a government body only to feel and to witness that they don't actually receive a fair go in return for that.
In terms of getting equity, what are you getting back for your rates? In a lot of small country communities that are not in the major towns, the answer is very, very little.
The Hepburn Shire should be known for its cutting-edge environmental programs, specifically by adopting transition town principles, particularly in terms of relocalisation of food production, waste reduction and rationalising council staff accommodation.
For a number of years now, council has had what we call ESAC, which means the Environmental Sustainability Advisory Committee. And these people have worked together and they've come up with a report that is going to get published on the council website. Now, council wishes to facilitate community input on how we can better work together with the community and various networks such as the relocalisation network on protecting our environment.
Idea number 9 was to get rid of the industrial wind turbines. They are making people sick, ruin your beautiful area and are causing angst in your community.
There are provisions developed by the state government and we have to abide by those and they have to control the locations and such facilities. We do not want the situation that's been developed in various communities where you have neighbours making that decision. We've seen how destructive that can be within rural communities, and it's not the answer to finding the solution to whether we sit with or without wind farms.
I have been working with the community group on the playground and the community park for a few years now, and this is something that has been in the pipeline for many, many years. The master plan was developed in 2003. There's lots of things in that master plan to have the community park be a community park for everybody.
This is a great idea because the principles behind it is that community parks, aka playgrounds, are places to congregate, they're places for old and young people to play, and they're places sometimes to be peaceful.
The Our Safe program was a really great way of getting lots of people's ideas quite quickly and getting a bit of conversation happening in the community as well, so it was nice to sort of see how things were going along.
I think it's an excellent way of engaging with communities. I think it's been very empowering. We've had a massive response for a small rural shire. That's really successful and something that I think we should be proud of, something that the organisation of Our Safe should be proud of.
And I hope that we will all go away from this place tonight knowing that we've had our say, we've expressed our ideas, we've shared our ideas, and we've taken on board what a lot of other people think. And we all walk out that door a lot richer than what we walked in that door. Thank you all for coming.